Cheers, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shannon and I are so glad that you are here tonight. Thank you so much for hopping on. I know it's the middle of the week. It's an evening. Kids have activities, all things going on. But we just want to take a little bit of your time to talk to you about what we do as coaching. We wanted you to get to know us a little bit more, our team a little bit more, what we do as coaches, and how you can join. We absolutely love what we do. We're so passionate about it. And let's just jump right in and you guys can get to know us a little bit more, all right? All right, you guys. My name is Emily Waring. This is the lovely Shannon Van Kirk. And I have been coaching for 5.5 years. And when I say 5.5 years, I mean I signed up 5.5 years ago. I didn't start working my business and working on my coaching business until 2.5 years ago. I'm the founder of Team Take Flight. Caw-caw. We are a lifetime 1-star diamond team. We are just made up of this incredible group of men and women from all over the country, and I just love doing life with them. It has been life-changing, incredible, and like we're just getting started, you guys. A little bit more about me personally. I just celebrated my 6-year wedding anniversary with my husband, my best friend, Brian. We live in Sacramento, California. We are both we are both from small town Illinois. We're not currently there, but we've been on the West Coast for almost 9 years now. We live with our 12.5-year-old chocolate lab, Ozzy, and all 112 pounds of him sleep in bed with us at night. And he's so cute, you guys. He sleeps with his head on a pillow and underneath the covers, and he just like snuggles with us. I love him so much. I am also an obsessed aunt. I have 5 nieces and nephews. Wyatt, Wiley, Walker, Willa, and Whitley. I love them so much. And they're back in Illinois, but I'm going home for Christmas this year, so I get to see them. I'm also a diehard Chicago Cubs fan. I love the Cubs. I'm not bandwagon. I grew up from there. I grew up going to Wrigley. But I'm also a former athlete myself. I played basketball, volleyball, ran track, played softball, and I grew up on a farm showing horses. But I love traveling. I love new adventures, and this past 9 years living away from home and then coaching has opened up all these windows and doors for me for new adventures and for traveling experiences, and it's just been incredible. One thing coaching has given me that I love so much is it's given me huge dreams and a huge vision for my life. And one thing that my coach, Jamie Shepard, told me when I told her that I was ready to do this business and I was ready to go all in, she said, Emily, give yourself permission to dream bigger. And ever since then, every time I have this goal I'm going after or this dream I'm working on, I think, nope, make it bigger. And that's something that I love so much. And I love living my life like that. And it's something that like I'm on a mission now to share that with my team, my clients, my future team is give yourself permission to dream bigger. Like we get one life to live and that's it. So why not make the absolute most out of it, right? Absolutely. Like, come on, people. But a few things I love are my family. Love my family so much. My friends. I love scary movies. And I love rainbow sprinkles so much. I put sprinkles on everything. But one thing I'm terrified of is yellow cheese, if you know. Like, terrified. I don't want to see it, smell it, touch it. When I accidentally find myself, and it's not just yellow cheese, it's basically all cheese except for pizza cheese on mozzarella. But I'll randomly find myself in like the fancy cheese section at the grocery store and I'll be like, oh, and I can smell it and I like run away. It terrifies me. Terrifies me.
I don't think I ever knew that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Every once in a while, Brian and I will be like in some store, and especially like the little fancy ones that they have in the city, you know, like little fancy markets. All of a sudden I'll be like, what is that smell? Oh. And I'll look over and there's all these terrifying cheeses. And I'm like, no, and I'll like run the other way. Cheese, no, thank you.
What happened to you when you were little that you were so terrified of such a delicious food? I mean, I just, we'll move on.
Right. No. Sprinkles? Yes. But a little bit about my personal journey since I've started coaching is I've lost a little over 80 pounds. And I've just I feel like an entirely new person. I'm 35 years old, but I feel better than I did when I was 18. And I did let the thinking that, I was 83 pounds heavier than I am now when I started coaching. And for a long time, I thought I can't be a coach because I'm not at my goal weight. Who's going to listen to me? People are going to judge me. I had all these horrible thoughts running through my head, and I let that stop me for so long. So if you're watching this and you're like, no, that's me, trust me, you guys, you can do it. You just start, you share your journey. People are going to follow you. They're going to fall in love with you and your story, and they're going to relate to you. So just do it. I don't care if you have 5 pounds to lose, 50, 100, 200, it's possible, and people are going to follow you as long as you show up and put in the work. And with coaching, we talk a lot about our why, our reason for doing what we do. And I have a few different ones, but the one I like to touch on, because it was really a pivotal moment when I decided to take action on my personal journey, was I walked by the window of a storefront and I caught my reflection. And I remember thinking, that's not me. That's not the athlete. That's not the Emily that I know. And I sat down on the curb and I cried because I didn't even know who I was anymore. I just spiraled out of control. And from that moment on, I thought, you know what? I have this coaching opportunity, these programs, these products, like right in my pocket that I've just been ignoring. And I vowed from right then on that I would never feel like that again. I would never look in the mirror and cry at my reflection. And I also never wanted anyone else to do that again, because like I said earlier, we have one life, we have one body to live in this life. And I just never want anybody to spend like one more moment hating themselves and not loving themselves. But I have huge goals for myself, for our team, and I plan on ending this year so strong and this decade so strong, because this decade's almost over. But that's a little bit about me in a nutshell. Tell us about you, Shannon.
Thank you. So I am Shannon Van Kirk. I am Emily's coach. I have been coaching for about 1.5 years this time. I did coach for a little while before, and really, there's really something to be said for just fitting where you're supposed to fit. And it just, I don't know if it was the wrong time in my life or just not the right thing, but it didn't work out for me the first time. But I actually met Emily through my day job in mortgage. And we used to work together, and I remember watching her journey, and this was after I had already left my previous coaching experience, and thinking like, God, like that girl has just got something. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the team or what. And I eventually, I signed up, but very much like, okay, but look, I'll sign up, but I'm not a home workout person. So don't rely on me. Like, I'm not giving up my Orange Theory. I'm still like, I like going to the gym. Like, I really don't think it's gonna, like, I like the shakes and like the personal development and that stuff, and that's really all I'm gonna go for. And I think I lasted like 2 weeks, not even. And I was like, yeah, no, I was wrong. This is my thing. I'm good. Like, let's do this. Because it's just so much fun, and we've got such a great group of people. But I kind of jumped ahead a little bit. So I live here in Phoenix, Arizona, with my husband of 11 years. We've been together for 13. And our son, Ronan, who's 7 years old, and our almost 2-year-old dog, Barkley. He's a black lab, and you guys, I promise, everybody says they have the derpiest dog. This is the derpiest dog, but like in such a lovable, like derp-a-lerp manner that like you can't help, like no matter how goofy he is, you just can't help but love him.
I have to write that word down. Derp-a-lerp.
So we live in Phoenix. My husband's a native. I've lived here since middle school, so well over 20 years. Well over 20 years. God, because I've almost been in the mortgage business for 20 years. By day, I'm in the mortgage business, and really, like, that's kind of how I found my why. I mean, my why is like Emily. There's a lot of things that go into why I chose coaching, why I like coaching. But really, when it comes down to it, and when I think about, why I want to do what I do and what I want to give to other people, it's that the business that I was in, the mortgage business that I'm still in, I still work full time in a mortgage company that I love. They're wonderful people. It's a wonderful company. But it's a very, very stressful business. You are very fast paced, and the months fly by and the years fly by. And now that that Ronan's in school, I have a hard time, right? Because, you know, he's old enough now to ask for me to be there for his activities and for his events and every field trip and every this and every that. And, you know, sometimes I can make it and sometimes I can't. And sometimes it's because I don't have the time off, or sometimes it's because I have a meeting with 20 other people that I can't move. I mean, it depends, right? But from when he was a very young baby, you know, I had to leave him at daycare when he was 3 months old. And I remember going back to my previous job where I was a regional manager, and it was the end of the month at the end of our fiscal year. And I dropped him off at daycare at 7:30 in the morning. And I didn't leave my office until almost 10 o'clock that night. And I remember 5 o'clock coming and going and closing my door and sobbing at my desk because it was the first day I was away from my kid and I wasn't even going to be there to put him to bed. So that's kind of like what this opportunity has shown me. And like, to Emily's point, she does encourage us all to dream bigger. Like, there's so much opportunity out there, and this does give an opportunity to create some additional financial freedom for yourself, whether that's just covering the cost of your products, or, you know, building a vacation fund, or, you know, maybe hopefully somebody doing this time. You know, it all depends on what your goal is, but that's what brings me to my goal, I guess. So that was kind of long and windy. So we will dive into sort of what it is to be a coach and what things, maybe Emma, if you want to start off with what a coach isn't before we talk about what a coach is.
Yeah, I like that, because maybe you're listening to our stories already and you're like, oh, but I can't do it because I'm not this or I'm not that. So let me tell you a little bit about what a coach isn't and bust some of those myths out. So a coach isn't, and if you haven't learned from my story, they don't have to be at their goal weight by any means. We have so many incredible men and women on our team that have had amazing transformations. And again, like, do not think that nobody's going to follow you, nobody's going to listen to you, and nobody's going to join you because you aren't, you don't have a 6-pack abs. I don't, like, whatever. Like, it's just about starting and working on yourself. So you do not have to be at your goal weight or your goal body size, jean size, whatever. You do not have to be perfect. We aren't perfect little people. We don't just sit around and eat salads and drink water all the time. Like, hello, we like to have a good time. And we do focus on eating clean 80 to 90% of the time. And we work out hard and we focus on our mindset and we do all these things, but we also like to just have a good time. And we always do together. So like, don't think that, well, I like, you know, having happy hour with my girlfriends every once in a while, so I can't coach. It's totally fine. We'll join you for happy hour. I promise you. You do not have to be social media savvy and know all the things about social media. That is the joy of being a part of our team and our larger team, is that we have so much training available to you. You'll learn about how to work social media, how to grow your following base and all that stuff. You do not have to have a degree in business or know how to run a business or any of that. Trust me, I'm still figuring it out as we go. Again, we have amazing training. You don't have to be a salesperson or be all salesy or gimmicky. That is not us at all. We share what we do. We share our stories. We share our journeys. We're not like gimmicky, salesy, used car salesman people. Nothing against you if you do that, but you know what I mean. You do not have to be a fitness or nutrition expert by any means. Again, you figure it out as you go. These are not requirements at all. And you don't have to be promising like instant success or all the gold, flashy, shiny things to people. We're not going to be like, take this pill and you're going to be 20 pounds down tomorrow. Like, that's not us. What we teach is like moving your body, fueling your body with good nutrition, and having a sustainable lifestyle. And you also don't have to be like this extrovert, outgoing, bubbly, crazy person. You know, we both of us kind of are for the most part, but I also get really shy when I'm around a lot of people I don't know. And we have a lot of introverts on our team. My coach, like our leader, she's one of the top in the entire company. She is an introvert, but you know, coaching helps grow your confidence and helps you be able to be in situations like where you're talking in front of people and everything. But those are just a few things that a coach isn't or doesn't have to be. So why don't you tell us what a coach should be?
I think those are all really good and things that we hear a lot. And I know, especially like for me, the transformation is sort of the opposite, right? Like I didn't have a huge transformation. I didn't have a whole bunch of weight to lose, but the transformation, it looks different for everybody, which means it's going to relate to everybody differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what leads me into should, right? So what a coach should be is somebody that wants to improve themselves and develop themselves, right? Like you're looking to make your life better in some way, shape, or form, whether that's losing 80 plus pounds or your mind right. Just taking the time out of your day to care for yourself again. People in nursing, management, teachers, like those are all professions where your whole day is surrounded, and moms, right? Like your whole day is surrounded around taking care of everybody else. And your whole day gets filled up with that. And you forget the most important person to take care of is you, because if you can't take care of yourself, then you can't take care of anybody else, right? So that's probably like the number one thing that a coach needs to be, is like have a desire to build upon your own character. I know that was the biggest thing for me, was that making time for myself and getting my head right. And I don't mean like I was crazy, like I'm always crazy. I'm still crazy, but not like off my rocker crazy, right? But in business especially, and as a woman in leadership, like you can get real in your head and it gets all messy in there if you're not taking care of it. So that was a big thing for me. You have to have a desire to want to share what you've learned and the products that you're using, because you want to help people. So like Emily said, I mean, we're not used car salesmen, no offense. Like obviously we're selling a product, right? We're a business, but we're not selling in the formal sense of selling. Like when we're talking to people, I mean, we're truly forming connections with people and trying to figure out what their goals are so that we can help them hit those goals. If that's losing 100 pounds, then we're going to help you lose 100 pounds. If you just want to start reading a book a month and that's a good progress for you, then great. If you just want to start drinking your water or eating better or whatever that goal looks like, I mean, that's truly what we're selling, right? We're just trying to help other people realize the quality of the product that we have to offer, that because we've seen it personally, right? Because we would never ask other people to do things that we didn't know could be effective. Be real. I think a lot of social media is centered around highlight reels, and people get very worried about, okay, am I going to have to take selfies all the time? Am I going to have to, like, what do I write? What do I do? How do I form this post, or how do I go take a video? Like, there's no way I could make a live video, or there's no way I could do this or that or the other thing. And really, guys, it just comes down to being you. One of my favorite things that I like to share with our team and with my coaches is something that I learned way back at the end of my journey, which is that I had a guy hand out a puzzle piece to everybody that was in the audience. And he had everybody hold on to the puzzle piece. And he said, this puzzle piece will only connect with the people or with the pieces that it's meant to connect with, right? Like you can put a puzzle, you can try to make it stick, but it's only going to fit exactly where it's supposed to fit, right? And when it fits in that spot, it's only touching those people or those pieces that it's supposed to touch. And so you equate that back to people. And so when I say like you need to be real, you need to be yourself, because there's somebody out there that's looking for someone to be like them, to show them like, hey, I was just like you. You can, if I can do it, you can do it, right? And the last thing is just to be coachable, because everything changes so quickly in this business. just listen to your mentors, listen to the people that are higher than you, listen to your teammates. Like Emily said, we share a lot of what's working and what's not working. And it's just being that coachable person and being able to kind of take things and roll with them and change it up and do whatever you need to do to be successful. So that was kind of all I had. Did you have anything you wanted to add to the shouldn'ts?
Nope. I love it. And yeah, I love that. And coachable, be real. Be real is probably my favorite. Like, no, we don't put on airs. We don't act like we're this one thing that we're not. We're just us. And I think that's so important in this business because the whole saying, your vibe attracts your tribe. I know it's been said so much, like played out, but like it's so real. But you can't attract your people if you're not being you. So being real and being authentic is so vital. But those are all so great. So thank you for that. And we're going to kind of jump into what makes Beachbody, the company that we work with, that we're coaches for, kind of unique and kind of stand out from different other companies. And you got the slide show ready, Shannon?
Yep. Give me just a sec.
We got some beautiful slides for you guys, courtesy of the lovely Shannon Van Kirk.
Hold on. There we go. All right, let me scroll down.
And there's our team.
This is our wonderful team. This was last year at Indianapolis.
So much fun.
There's us. That's us. This was an award that Emily gave me at a summit this last year. That was fun. All right, here we go.
All right. What makes us different, you guys? And what I love is Beachbody recognized that it's not just fitness. It's not just nutrition. It's not just like these little pieces. It's kind of like the puzzle piece that you were just talking about that makes people have success. It's the combination of these four things. The fitness, which we have incredible programs. You guys, trainers, like you've probably heard of Tony Horton, Sean T, Autumn Calabrese, Joel Freeman, Jericho McMatthews, like so many. We just got Amala Caesar, who's like an NBA trainer. We have incredible trainers and programs. We have amazing nutrition. Shakeology is like the best shake on the market. It's incredible. We have a performance line that is the official performance line of North American Ironman athletes, which is amazing. And we even have full-on nutrition courses called To Be Mindset and then Ultimate Portion Fix. But just so many amazing tools available to us. But then they threw in this whole level of peer support, which when I say that, you've probably heard Shannon or I talk about boot camps that we run. Well, we run them on Facebook and they're private closed groups. So it's not like everybody in the world can see what you're posting, just the people in that group, but we support each other. We lift each other up. We celebrate wins together and we go through struggles together. And that peer support, that accountability, that motivation is a missing piece that so many people don't have, and it's much needed. And then the reward, you guys, whether that's the way that our company rewards us or just recognizing and shouting out one another. Those four things together are kind of like the secret sauce that makes people have success. And what I love is there's these four pillars of success that our company has for our boot campers, for our clients to get success, but it's really connected to what they call the four vital behaviors, which is truly a very simple blueprint on how to be successful at coaching. And real quickly, the vital behaviors, the first one is be proof the product works. And that is just us focusing on us, showing up for ourselves first, which is another thing that is so cool about our company. Shannon actually brought this up earlier when we were chatting, and she said, what other company says focus on you first, focus on yourself first, and get your mind right, get your body right, and like start feeling good, and then help others. Fill up your own cup first, right, before you can fill it into others. So we're always working on ourselves. And what goes right along with that is our second vital behavior, which is personal development. And whether it's you enjoy reading or listening to audiobooks or podcasts or YouTube videos, we're constantly, maybe we're reading leadership books if we really want to focus our business, or just like motivational, encouraging, uplifting books. Whatever it is, we're constantly working on ourselves. The third vital behavior is connecting with people and inviting people. We're always meeting new people. I have so many friends on social media that I never would have met without coaching and without putting myself out there and inviting them to join our boot camp or inviting them to join our coaching team. And then the fourth vital behavior is recognition. And that goes right along with this pillar of reward. Beachbody is incredible at recognizing our coaches for working hard, for working on themselves, and then helping others. And truly, it's these four things, these four pillars of Beachbody that makes people so successful and have great results. And it's the four vital behaviors that make the coaches have success in this company when they do show up daily and they do these vital behaviors daily. If you ask the number one coach of Beachbody, I guarantee you she would say, and she did, because she talked on our team call, or not on our team call, but on our like national wake up call that we have every morning. And she said, do the vital behaviors and you will have success. That's all I've got to talk about with this, kind of what sets us up or sets us apart and makes us unique. But I don't know if you have anything to add, if you want to jump into the next one.
No, I think you covered it all. And like you said, like I don't think there's any other company out there that pays you to take care of yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I get to do the fun one.
I know, please.
So one of the great things that I know Emily and I love the most about Beachbody is just our opportunity. Like, we love to travel. I love to be able to go to different places that I've never been before, try new things, different things. And that's something that we get to do through Beachbody, through so many different areas, right? We've got, we have quarterly local events that are held in most communities. If you don't have one being hosted, you can always host one. But those are super fun chance to get together with your coaches, just other fellow coaches in the area, and do a workout and listen to some. They've usually got some great success stories. They've got maybe some top coaches that are coming to visit. I mean, it's kind of different for everyone that you go to. But I know I've gotten to see like a lot of the top coaches in the company come speak at ours. The CEO from our company has come to speak at ours. And they're just a lot of fun. It's fun to get together, and like you've never seen anything until you've seen an entire room full of people trying to work out in like a conference room. It's like the best, most hilarious, fun, sweaty thing you've ever seen in your life. We have Summit. Last year was my very first Summit, and that's what this top left picture is. This is our team Take Flight. The people that went to Summit was in Indianapolis this year, and you go and you get to not only fill your cup with a lot of great speakers and people that are going to help you build your business, but I got to meet all of the people on our team that I talk to on a regular basis now that I never knew them in person before. I'd never been able to put my arms around their neck and give them a squeeze, you know what I mean? And you laugh and cry and have cocktails and dance parties and barbecues and like everything that you can think of for 3 or 4 days. And literally like your heart is so full and your body is so spent by the end of it that you just, you'll never want to miss it again. And then we have a leaders retreat that we plan once a year for Team Wild Rain. That this year we are going to Bend, Oregon, and we have an opportunity to get certified by Brene Brown, which if you're not a PD junkie like we are, she's amazing. Send us a message and we will give you the long list of books that you need to read by her. But she's really incredible, and it's all about leadership and being brave and kind of owning your own story, being the author of your own story. So we get to meet with her this January. And then Success Club is a trip that you have an opportunity to earn by helping people every single month. And then Beachbody takes those people and does an all expense paid trip for them. Last year, they went on a cruise, and this year we're going to the Dominican, which is going to be super fun. And then you get to, earn money to go along with those trips, which is fun. And then we're also hoping to plan our first Take Flight team retreat this year. We haven't decided. Emily hasn't. She's the mastermind on this one, but where we're gonna head for this one. But we like sports and we like our cocktails, so those things will most certainly be involved. Did you have anything you wanted to add on trips, Em?
I just, looking at all these pictures, I'm just like, take me back. I can't wait to see everybody again. It's like, we only get to spend a lot of, or like a couple times a year in person together, and we just like soak up every moment of it. And it just takes like the first 5 minutes of being at one of these events or trips to realize how special this team really is. So
and it only takes seeing one picture and wanting to be there to make sure that you're never not there again.
Absolutely. I can't wait.
I know.
Take me back.
All right. Take it away, Miss M.
All right. Now let's get into the thing that everybody wants to know, but nobody talks about, right? Because money's all hush hush. But here's the thing. And first of all, we never want to act like this is a get quick rich scheme, because it absolutely is not. You have to work hard. You have to show up day in and day out. You have to hustle. I work like crazy, but I'm passionate about it, and we love what we do. So it makes it so much easier to work. And and I usually find myself having to force myself to stop working, but it's incredible. But these are just a few of the ways that we can make money as coaches. There are several other ways, but we don't want to overwhelm you or go into too much detail, because this is another thing that when you join our team, you're going to get excellent training, and you're going to learn all these things as you go and as you grow your business. But from the moment you sign up, you get 25% commission on all sales. We have different levels and different ranks, which again, I'm not going to go into, but once you hit a certain rank, the very first rank, which is something that a lot of people can even do in a couple of hours, you start getting what people call team cycle bonuses. And then depending on your rank, it's a different dollar amount for each cycle bonus. Beachbody also does a team matching bonus. And this is nothing that they ever take away out of like another coach paycheck. It's something that Beachbody takes it upon themselves to match, just to reward you for having a team that is starting to help other people. One thing that I love that Beachbody does is you get leads from Beachbody. You guys have probably all seen the infomercials late at night with Shaun T or Shalene Johnson or any of those people. Every time somebody calls in an order, every time somebody logs on online and orders something, Beachbody assigns them a coach, because they, again, know how vital it is to be connected into a community of support and accountability. So I have had amazing people that I've met from leads that I have through Beachbody. And it's just another great perk that Beachbody rewards their coaches with. 2-star diamond is a rank that a lot of people push for in our company, because you start getting quarterly bonuses. And what Beachbody does is they take 2% of their profits each quarter, and then 2-star diamonds and above get paid out quarterly bonuses. And they're fantastic bonuses, you guys. It's insane. I've been able to see a couple of them that people get, and it blows your mind. And like Shannon went over, we get these trips that we earn. I've already earned my trip to the Dominican, and so from here on out, the rest of the year, what I earn is money that I get to spend when I'm at the Dominican, like on massages or excursions or any of that. And then we also get really fun like swag and wear and share, like these sweatshirts that we're wearing are ones that we earn for working hard. I've gotten like board games, backpacks, all kinds of things. And it's all stuff that honestly, we would do this even if we didn't get it, because it fills our cup. We're passionate about it. But not only do we get to like work on becoming the best versions of ourselves, but we get rewarded and we get an income by doing this. So these are just a few of the ways. And again, once you join our team, you will learn all the ways as you go. So just know that you get rewarded for showing up for yourself first, and then helping others do the same thing. Got anything else to add, Shannon, or you want to move on to the next one?
No, I think you covered it. I will move on to the next one. So just wanted to touch briefly on kind of what's in it for you, right? Because that's what you want to know. You want to know what kind of support are you going to have if you sign up to be a coach? Like, are you going to get handed a challenge group and like off on your merry way, or, you know, how does it work? And so one of the benefits that we have of being on a 5-time elite superstar diamond team is that we have multitudes of coaching and training and mentorship really available to our entire team. We've got units upon units. We've got new coach checklists that take you right down the paths that you need to go. We have calls set up for those various steps in the processes to kind of walk you through the awkwardness of being a new coach, right? So we have all of those different trainings just kind of readily available to us. I don't think there's anything necessarily that I've searched for, you know, just thinking of you know, maybe medical issues or things that clients have had that you know, people wonder if there's been any success with. And you search in our team page and find, you know, 6 different documents that'll tell you about different things that you can do or things that'll help. So there's all of that as a training thing. There's self-paced training modules, which is kind of like the new coach checklist. We have a lot of product modules that, you know, if you're just getting ready to start, say, a new program, and you're not really sure like what you need to teach or talk about or how you talk to clients about it, we've got units that are set up for that for each of the program rollouts that we've had. There's training videos for the nutrition programs that Emily mentioned. Videos, all of that. And then you also have a community of support, which is, you know, the people that we're going to pair you up with that, you know, maybe new coaches that signed up around the same time or that are all shooting for the same goal. We've got a lot of different messenger threads that help with that, that kind of put you in there with your peers so that when you have questions or you run into something or you're really excited about something, you can post in there about that, because it's always really fun to share those victories and those excitements with each other, as well as questions, right? We have weekly team calls with the entire team that cover any sort of thing. It could be just a power hour. It could be going over a new program launch. It could be going over maybe some good personal development that somebody's come across recently. I mean, it can change from week to week, but it is nice to be able to get together for, you know, 45 minutes to an hour once a week to just talk through those things. And we always celebrate successes and where people are at in their own journey during those weeks. We have boot camp mentorship. So when you first sign up, you know, your main job is just to be the best boot camper that you can be, right? Because proof of the product. But as you start to progress through your journey, you're going to start to take on tasks within that boot camp, right? You're going to post the first sweaty selfie of the day or the shake picture of the day, or, you know, it'll maybe your job to start the water challenges for that week, whatever it looks like. We kind of help you like baby step your way into starting to lead these challenge groups. And then we already kind of talked about quarterly local events and retreats. We also have a weekly Sunday night boot camp call that's available for our clients, that they're able to dial in for like 15 minutes if they are experiencing any particular like struggles with their nutrition or with their workout program. It's just kind of a chance to get them in a setting with other clients and with other coaches to bounce ideas off of each other and off of multiple coaches at the same time. And then the last thing that I don't even have on this slide, I don't know why I didn't put it on there, is our team actually has a registered dietitian on staff. So all of our subscribing clients get a weekly meal plan that's like a $600 value every single week in their email for free as our gift to them for setting themselves up for success by subscribing on a monthly basis, whether that's to Beach Bars or Shakeology or the Performance Line, whatever it is. As long as they're active, they get that weekly meal plan. And the meal plans, guys, are amazing. It comes with several breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a couple snacks. And then they give you a calendar and a color-coded shopping list. And I have one of the pickiest 7-year-olds on the planet, and he eats many things from the menu, as does my husband. So they're all winners, and we've got some family fan favorites that we always go back to. But every time I think I've found like my perfect little combo, something else drops into my inbox, and I'm like, ooh. So those are kind of the main things that we offer as a team that not a lot of other teams out there have, just because of who we are as a collective and what we stand for. Did you have anything else to add on that one, or you want me to move on?
I love all those. And if you guys didn't notice, it says Coach Summit, which is our big annual event, is in New Orleans next July. So you join us, and then you join us in New Orleans. It's going to be a blast. So
You're going to have so much fun.
Oh my gosh, yes. I can't wait.
All right. Here we go.
All right, you guys. So thank you for sticking with us so far and like learning a little bit more about what we do and who we are. So you're like, okay, I'm ready. I think I'm ready to jump in. What's next? How do I get started? So first of all, when you want to sign up as a coach, when you're ready to sign up as a coach, there is a $39.95 enrollment fee. However, when you get started with what we call a challenge pack, and basically it's just the perfect package that sets you up for success, it waives that fee. So you pay the exact same to sign up as a customer as you do a coach. And what you get in just a basic challenge pack is you get a year of access to all of our workouts. It's like the Netflix of fitness. You can stream it from your phone, your laptop, your tablet, or your TV. And we have hundreds of workouts on there. I think the last I heard, it's something about like $8,000 worth of like DVDs basically that they've loaded on there. And again, trainers like Tony Horton, Shaun T, Autumn Calabrese, Jericho McMatthews, Joel Freeman, so many others. It's just incredible. There's kids workouts, family workouts, maternity workouts you can do with your baby, a yoga retreat, a cooking show. We have nutritional programs, just so much at your fingertips. And then depending on the challenge pack, which I didn't go into great detail because, you're ready to join. So reach out to which one of us that you know, and we're going to set you up because we can kind of customize the best pack for you. Another way you can get started is you can just get a month of Shakeology, which is our superfood shake, but that does not waive the enrollment fee. So it's basically the same price to sign up with all the workouts too. So you might as well. And then once you become a coach, it's roughly $15.95 business service fee. And I say roughly because it varies by about $1 depending on what state you live in, just because of different laws and, weird government stuff. But so what the business service fee covers for you is Beachbody totally takes care of like all the media and promotions for like new products, new programs. You have your own personal website that they cover. Customer service, they take care of all of that for you. They take care of all the product. It's not like you have to store all this stuff in your garage. Beachbody takes care of all that stuff, ships it out, does the customer service, all of that stuff. They take care of tech support. If any of your clients or coaches are having issues with anything, they take care of that for you. The marketing, communications that they send out, additional trainings that they give us. And one thing that is so cool is when you sign up to coach, when you are a coach, you get 25% off of everything, which is huge. And I love saving money. I love a good bargain. So it's almost like if it's the same price to sign up to like be a customer and a coach and you're going to get the discount, like on top of that, why wouldn't you? And honestly, when you think about it, if you buy into a franchise, if you start your own business, it's going to cost you thousands and thousands and thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars to start it. When honestly, like this is nothing to start because you're paying to work on yourself first and foremost, right? And regain your health, regain your fitness, and then start your own business for such a small amount. It blows my mind. Like right now we have a deal where you can get started for $150 for all of this, which is incredible. And last, but certainly not least, it's just another thing that I love so much about Beachbody is they love the military. They love military families. They love doing special things for them. So what they do for all active duty and spouses of active duty, all veterans, reservists, and anyone that was honorably discharged, they waive that that enrollment fee no matter how you sign up. And then they waive the business service fee monthly as well. It truly is an awesome thing that Beachbody does. And this really is an incredible deal to get started. And honestly, I think it was when I started, it was back in the DVD days. And I think my package was like $225 to start. And that just gave me one program on DVDs. And now you get all of these, hundreds. Like, it blows my mind. But you guys, if you're interested, if you want to jump in, and if you have any questions, just reach out to which one of us that you know. We're going to go over the different package options for you, the best way to get you started. But Shannon, do you have anything else to add, or anything you want to talk about at all?
No, I think we kind of hit on everything. Hang on, let me stop sharing. We can just say bye. Like, thanks so much for hanging with us and joining in. And, you know, truly, like, we share it because it changed our lives. Whether you choose to do it as a discount coach because you just want to get the money off of products, or like you truly are like us and you know, have that fire in your heart that you want to go spread to everyone else and show them that there's bigger, better, more purposeful things out there for them. You know, if that's the case, then heck, like, reach out to us ASAP because we want you on our team.
Absolutely. And on that note, I need more wine.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. Thank you all again. And we can't wait to have you be our next member on our team.
Absolutely.
So, cheers.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good night.
You have a great night, everyone.